Hello students, this is Amit Ranjan and today I will teach you the next poem of your book, and the poem's name is The Ball, and the poet's name is, my dear students, John Berryman. My dear students, John Berryman was an American poet and a great scholar. He is known best for the Dream Songs, which was a sequence of 385 poems. He also won Pulitzer Award for this Dream Songs. My dear students, in this poem, the poet John Berryman has described the reality of life which everyone has to face in his life. My dear students, the poet has touched the topic how to stand up against the miseries, against the sorrows, against the adversities of life. My dear students, in this poem, the ball has been personified as the ball is the belongings of the boy. The boy's childhood's memory is connected with the ball. So, my dear students, let us start reading the poem. So, please look at here. Okay, let us begin reading the poem. What which the boy now who has lost his ball? What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in the water. My dear students, in this stanza, the poet is talking about the boy who has lost the ball. He wants to know about him and his reaction because he has lost his ball. Further, he asks to himself that what this boy will do after losing his ball. He says that the ball was cheerfully jumping up and down in the street. This means that when the ball escaped from boy's hand, it went into the street and later on it fell into the nearby river. So this was all about this stanza. And if we talk about the tough words, merrily means happily, and bouncing means jumping up and down, jumping up and down. And my dear students, if we talk about poetic device which is used in this stanza, is repetition. What is repeated? What? So in this stanza, repetition is used. What is repeated in this stanza? Now my dear students, now come to the next stanza. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I wouldn't intrude on him. A dime, another ball is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility. In a world of possessions, people will take balls. Balls will be lost always. Little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Money is externally. My dear students, here the poet says that there is no benefit of consoling the boy. There is no benefit of consoling the boy by saying that he will get another ball because he has other balls too. He said so because the boy is feeling very sad. He is completely surrounded by sorrow. He is completely surrounded by sorrow. He is sad because all the memories of childhood days went down the harbor with the ball. Here, the poet says that the boy is very sad as the ball which gone into water reminds him those sweet memories of the times when he owned it. The loss is unbearable for the boy. The loss is unbearable for the boy, and he is grief stricken. The poet says that he cannot even tell the boy to take some money from him to buy another ball. He said so because the new ball will not bring the sense of belongingness to the boy. Further, the poet says that the time has come for the boy to learn the responsibility of taking care of his things. So this was all about this. And if we talk about some tough words here, grief means sorrow. Grief means sorrow. Rigid means fixed. Trembling means shaking. Harbor means port. Or dock. Intrude means to come or enter without permission. And worthless means valueless. And my dear students, if we talk about literary device, again here repetition is used. Ball is repeated again and again. Here ball, here ball, here ball. Okay, so now come, he is learning well behind his desperate eyes. The epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. In last stanza, my dear students, the poet says that the boy has to learn that in this materialistic world, many of his belongings will be lost. He says that he has to learn to live without them. He says no one can buy such things for him because it will not be able to give the sense of belongingness. He says that the boy is learning how to stand up. Against the sense of lost things. This means that the boy is trying to learn the real truth of life, the miseries of life, the sorrows of life. This is the truth which everyone has to learn in his or her life. This harsh truth of standing up against the old miseries of life that everyone has to bear. So that was all about this. And my dear students, now let us talk about the tough words. Here is epistemology. It means the knowledge of laws. the knowledge of loss. And here the poet has used externally. It means here things with which feelings are not connected, things with which feelings are not attached. And desperate means hopeless. Desperate means hopeless. Now, my dear students, in this stanza, if we talk about poetic device, alliteration is used. Here you can see buys, ball, back, means here there is use of ba sound. So in this stanza alliteration is used. Use of ba sound. Ba, ball, back, by. So this was all about the poem. Thank you.